Good afternoon, Eric.
Hey, Chris, how are you? Thanks for having us. Appreciate it.
Doing pretty well. Okay.
Good,
Get the
good.
best audio of the day so far. You sound really
Well, that's good news. Thanks for
Um,
having me.
where are you dialing in from?
So I'm just outside of Boston, so not too far from you.
Okay, excellent. And go ahead and mouse over your picture. You'll see a screen share icon. And just tell us for what Flocareer is.
Yeah, hold on one second. Oh, lost you there. Hold on one second. Yep. So where do I have to click on?
Mouse over your picture. You'll see a screen share icon among the icons there.
Got it. Yep, I got it. Okay. So just to give you a high-level overview of kind of who we are, I'll share just a small deck here. So can everyone see my screen?
Yes, we can.
All right. So who we are, we're Flocareer. We're actually an interview as a service platform. Probably most of you have never heard of that before, so I'll gotta get into exactly what it is we do and how we help folks. So as of today, we're a interview as a service platform, right? So we mainly focus on technical interviews. We've been around for going on just over 5 years now. So we were founded over in Bangalore, India. And we've received funding last June, so we really have reached our global reach as of today. So I'm the VP of Sales here for North America.
Okay.
So as of today, we've conducted over 300,000 interviews, and this is just a high-level slide here. So we've saved our organizations over 450,000 actual man hours, and you can see the figure here. You know, it's roughly right around $36 million. We currently have over 200 customers. We work with hand-selected, we call them panelists, which are technology experts. So we have about 3,500 of those freelancers that we work with. And we also have, which makes us very unique, is we have crowdsourced interview questions. So we have a platform internally that our panelists go on and they're adding those questions on a daily basis, on a minute basis, and those questions are recycled within the platform there. Mm-hmm. So we have the state-of-the-art video platform. Freelancers, they're the industry experts. They create the customized interviews, and we call this like the Uberization of interviews. And the reason why is, they're auto scheduled. But here's kind of what we do, right? So video-based interviews, real-time coding and compiling. We structure the interview process. Mentioned earlier, we have those 50,000 questions. We integrate with any sort of ATS. We're using SMS, email, and phone to get a hold of those candidates globally. We have the 3,500 panelists. And most importantly for our customers, we have reports with grades and video clips. So whether it be select or not select is pretty important for our customers. And that's a brief slideshow. Let me get into the actual platform and show you what that looks like.
So what's the main reason why companies would use you guys? Give me the use case for it, if you could.
Yeah, so the main reason people are utilizing our platform, number one, it saves development time. So developers are tasked, obviously, they're working on projects. They're not interviewers, right? So they're working in an organization, but they might get tapped from HR or a business unit leader saying, hey, we have someone coming in for a Java position. Do you have any time available this week or next week to interview those folks, the candidates that are coming in? Gotcha. That person might say, yes, I have time today or I have time next week, right? So not only is it that developer taking time from that project, number two, it could be a bias as well, right? So they might know that candidate that's coming into the interview with them. And number three, I would say just the cost savings, right? And the turnaround time. So we offer our interviews are 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year.
I was going to say, it could delay the process too. If that developer has to wait a week to do the interview, you might lose that candidate too, right?
Exactly.
So quickly, okay.
And especially in this market, as we know, and when we're working with our customers, timing is everything for these folks. They need to speed up this process as quickly as possible because, that people are hiring that quickly. So if you're not get someone tomorrow or the next day, then they've already signed up with someone else.
Gotcha.
So can you see my screen again?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So this is our actual platform here. So think of it as any other platform, like your banking platform that you would log into, right? So we have our user management, strictly a new user, very easy to add a new user here, name, email, and then most importantly, what's their function within the department here. It could be HR manager, or in-house interviewer. There's two things that we ask for our clients, right? Number one is uploading a job description. So you'll see here, you can create a new job. I'll just run through this really quickly. I know we're running short on time, but you can enter your job requisition internally. What's the position? Where is it located? The time zone? Who's the owner of this rec? So it could be a recruiter. It could be HR. What's the priority here? The status, is it active, closed, archived? So what you do is you just put into that, you put your job description in here. Our flow expert would then go in, slice and dice that information. They would create the structure of the interview at that point. Once you do that, HR or the recruiter could come in. You could upload individual candidates, or you can bulk upload depending on whatever you want to do. So you can add a single candidate. You can select your job criteria here, and you're adding that particular person to this job. What happens then, once there's a couple of things that we ask for, right? So a couple of time slots. Once those time slots are actually put in here, that's when the Uberization of the interviews start happening. So on the back end, our panelists, once we have created that interview structure, based on that structure, our knowledge, or our AI on the back end, is sending out email notifications to our panelists saying, hey, this is a Java requirement. You meet the requirement. Is this something that you want to take? At that point, they can select if they want to take this interview or if they don't want to take the interview. If you work with recruiting agencies, you can also add them in here as well. And then I'm going to show you briefly, I know we have about 5 minutes left here. I'm going to show you what a candidate looks like, right? So this is bi-directional in the platform. It is video, so you'll see here just the video. And then our panelist has the structure here of the interview. So prior project knowledge, you go all the way down here. And the nice thing here too is for our panelists, we have the speech to text, so they don't have to go in here and manually upload all the information or type it in. You'll see our star ratings here. Those are very important because I'll show you here at the bottom. We have a couple of different things, right? So we have our select, reject, near fit, or repurpose. So at the end of all of these interviews that are being conducted, our panelists are saying, yep, this person meets this criteria perfectly, or maybe not. They don't, they're great at Java, but they don't really have another skill set that they were looking for. Mm-hmm. Or this could be a near fit. Yeah, this is something that they're close, but they're not there yet. Let's keep an eye on it. Or just repurpose. So they might not be good at that particular technology, but they might have a skill set in another technology. So we might want to look at them for that particular job. So at a high level, this is exactly kind of what we do as of today. So I'm open for any questions. I know we have about 4 minutes left, so I don't want to go over here.
So the end result is basically that rejection or approval.
The end result, great question.
Does the employer get anything else around that, or? Yeah,
so I'm glad you brought that up. So this is the actual flow report here. So you'll see here we have the video, and this was actually a selected candidate. And you'll see our skill ratings, right? So based off of our flow experts questions, API, he was above average. So that's why he was selected. Coding capabilities, he was average. Then you'll see a nice feedback report here, and you'll see all the different stars that he, his areas of expertise, and maybe he does lack a little here and say, define ELK stack. He didn't hit that question. But yeah, ultimately, and then also we have coding questions right in the platform as well. So ultimately, a process that could be done over a course of 2 or 3 interviews is conducted in one interview, say within 45 minutes or so. And once these interviews are final, either HR or that or the recruiter will get a notification of the report. This is the report, and this is exactly their select or not select.
Very cool.
And this is very quick. This is all happening, just depending on the candidate's time. Typically, we see, turnaround time within 48 hours or so.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Eric, appreciate your time today. And that's showing us Flocareer. You can put your chat details or contact in the chat there. Appreciate that. Any last words?
Sure. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
No, we just really appreciate you having us. Thanks so much.
Excellent. All right. Well, that's going to do it today for the demo day. And on behalf of Eric and the other vendors, I appreciate you guys coming today. I'm going to cut up the video as well, throw them on our YouTube channel next week, I hope. And again, we'll see you next July. See you next month in July for the next one. I'll get the date out very soon, so stay tuned for that. And thanks for watching RecTech Live, everybody. See you next time.
Thanks so much, Chris.
So long, Eric. Bye-bye.
Have a good day. Bye-bye.